from Mark 14, 32 to 42. I read, "They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, 'Sit here while I pray.' He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed." So we all know this story. Jesus went to the garden with his 12. As he gets to the garden, he tells the first 9, "You sit here while I go and pray." And he goes with his beloved 3. And he goes further with his beloved 3. When he's with his beloved 3, the ones he can trust in, the ones he can confide in, he begins to tell them exactly how he's feeling. He starts exhibiting anguish, distress. Jesus was at a junction, not knowing what to do. Confusion had set in because Jesus knew what was coming. Verse 34. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow, to the point of death." He said to them, "Stay here and keep watch." Jesus was honest. He was transparent. He told his beloved 3, "My soul, I'm overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death." Despite being in this despair, despite being really sad, Jesus was still able to give his beloved 3 instructions. Stay here and keep watch. In other words, intercede, pray for me. That's what he was telling his beloved 3. During our Gethsemane experience, we may need to confide in people that we trust. We may need to confide in people who we love to help us, to lift us up in prayer, to support us with what we're going through. Verse 35. "Going a little further, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him." 36. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." So let's recap. Jesus gets to the garden with his 12. He leaves 9. He goes a little bit further with his beloved 3. He leaves the 3 there. He goes further himself. And as he goes further, he falls. He falls to the ground and begins to pray. The weightiness, the burden that Jesus was carrying at that time, that spiritual burden, caused him to fall to the ground. The burden was too much for him. He separated himself from his beloved 3, because it comes to a time when you're going through your Gethsemane experience that you must have a one-to-one with the Father, father to daughter, father to son, in order for you to tell the Father exactly how you're feeling, exactly what's going on in your life, what the burden is, what is troubling you, what the problem is.